Hi, are you a business owner looking to hire an employee and potentially wondering whether you actually need a written employment contract or not for that employee? I'm Katherine Taylor, the lawyer for business owners, and I'm going to give you 3 situations where you should have a written employment contract. Okay, so first, in general, you don't need legally an employment contract, a written employment contract, to create an employer-employee relationship. That relationship is created as soon as you hire someone, and there are, of course, implied promises in that relationship, such as you will pay the person if they work for you. Secondly, another point to remember is that in many states, employment is at will, which means you can fire, if you're an employer, you can fire somebody for any reason, so long as it's not an illegal reason. That's what I always have to tell my clients. So with those things in mind, again, you don't need to have a written employment agreement. However, there are certain circumstances in which I strongly advise my clients to make sure that there is a written agreement. The first is a situation where you're hiring a key employee or an executive. Typically in those situations, there's going to be a much more complicated compensation structure, which you really want to get in writing. And many times there's going to be a term required for that employee to stay with the company. Again, in that situation, that has to be in writing. Along the lines of unique compensation, there could be a bonus structure. There could be severance payouts that the employer is being asked to pay if the employee is terminated for any reason. So all of those kinds of provisions really should be in a written agreement. Secondly, there are some types of jobs that require for the employer to be able to do business, basically, that the employees stay on for a certain period of time. A couple examples would be teachers, lifeguards, those kinds of provisions where you really want the employee to be committed to a certain period of time should be in writing. Next, as I stated, if the pay that you're going to pay the employee is not the usual type of pay, for instance, if it's not straight hourly or not straight salary, if it's a commission-based or a piecemeal type of a payment, that kind of provision really does need to be in writing. All right, so in sum, you don't have to have an employment contract written, but in many circumstances, it's a good idea to have a written agreement. If you have any questions, please contact us, and please make sure that if you do decide to have a written employment contract, you have a lawyer prepare or at least review the contract before you provide it to the employee. You can contact us by finding our information on the website, which is www.taylorlegal.com. Thank you.